Good evening and welcome to episode 3 of season 8 of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host Charlie Fawson and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and 91.5 The Mountain. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by Moore Media Records. Our first act tonight is a brutal death metal act from Newport, Michigan, known as Hacksaw. Have a question that you're dying to ask one of the artists tonight? Leave a question below on our YouTube Live or send us a tweet at summit_sessionslive for a chance for your question to be featured on tonight's show. Please welcome our first act of the evening, Hacksaw. Hacksaw consists of vocalist and guitar player Hannah Sessia. Without further ado, Hacksaw. Song Death Upon This Land. Now for her next song, Monster Decimation. That was Hacksaw with her song Monster Decimation. Now we're going to take a short break, but we will be right back. Sessions Live. I have some questions to get into. Firstly, how did you get into music?
Well, started at a very, very young age. I want to give some credit to my dad. I want to give some credit to my uncle. They're both into metal. You know, I started off with, Metallica, Iron Maiden. The biggest bands when I was a kid were Megadeth, Ozzy Osbourne, Pantera. You kind of start with the things that are more, kind of everybody knows who they are. And Guitar Hero, I played a lot of Guitar Hero as a kid. It's what got me into the stuff like melodic death metal and like groove metal and kind of just things with the growls. And I was like, I like that kind of stuff. And just as I got older, my music taste just got heavier and heavier and heavier until it's where it's at right now. Yeah.
All right.
But I definitely want to just say like my family and Guitar Hero, mixture of both. Really.
What is your go-to song on Guitar Hero?
My favorite Guitar Hero is Guitar Hero 6. I gotta say, Holy War is the Punishment Due by Megadeth, or that one Arch Enemy song. There's this one DLC song, Grave of Opportunity by Unearth. So fun. I get a lot of praise for my Guitar Hero skills. The myth that you can play, you're either good at Guitar Hero or you're good at guitar, totally false. That's not true. You can do both. One's a video game, one's guitar. That's it. That's really, that's it.
Totally agree. How did you come up with the name Hacksaw? Because that's crazy.
I was just listening to certain bands, like a lot of the brutal stuff, like Suffocation and like Devourment, and just kind of thinking like the aesthetic, the violent aesthetic. I'm like, I want to pick up something like that. Kind of. I was like thinking something more like outer worldly at first, but I'm just like, what just encompasses like a very brutal sort of sound that's something you would hear from like a slam band or something. I'm just like, Hacksaw sounds cool, just like hacking the saw.
Yeah.
I don't know, just popped in my head. I'm like, I kind of want a stage name. Let's just do Hacksaw.
Gotcha. Well, kind of to bounce off that, how did you really get into the led you to creating music in the brutal death metal genre? Because I feel like that's not something that everyone typically would go into.
Well, when I was a kid, I was like, I learned, of course, with like classic rock, AC/DC. I did some Led Zeppelin, and then as I started getting better, I would try to perform more like metal stuff, and as my taste got deeper, like I said, the level of which I would play at would just kind of evolve with my guitar playing. So, I was into Megadeth. I'd do a Megadeth song, still in the Megadeth. Like, I would do like a metalcore song, and I'd play the metalcore song. And, death metal is just kind of like the predominant metal that I listen to. So, I feel like I have the skills for it, guitar-wise. I'm not really like a lead guitar player. I'm more of a rhythm guitar player. I like my power chords. I do a little bit of lead here and there, a little bit of solos. But I wasn't gonna be like Joe Sadiani or anything, or Steve Vai. I was like, I want to, just do something very rhythmic, very heavy. And then I found that I had the vocals for it. So I'm like, if I like death metal, brutal death metal, I listen to it a lot, and I can sing it and I can play it, then I should start making some. It just kind of led to that.
Kind of to go off of that one, how on earth do you do the noise?
The noise,
in the throat or something?
The throat, the guttural. So it used to hurt my throat when I would do it at first. I've always, ever since I was a child, I've been able to make like weird noises. Like I can do like a goblin. I can do like a clown horn. It kind of bounced off a goblin thing. Like I just have a talent with like constricting my throat. And I like accidentally did it one day. I was like just messing around with my friends, and I was doing like this goblin voice, and I just did like, and I'm like, that sounds like a frog, and I'm like, that's kind of funny. And then I was like, that kind of sounds like a guttural, like a death metal guttural, and I'm just like, well, if I can practice this and refine it, then I can like actually maybe sing with this. And I would do it. I would just be in my car, practice singing with it would hurt. It wouldn't sound good, but it's almost kind of like regular singing, I guess, except, you know, I picked it up a lot quicker, where you have to practice, you know, but to actually suck it, you have to like suck in and constrict your throat. That's it.
Well, thanks so much to Hacksaw for answering all of my burning questions. We're now going to go to break, but don't go anywhere because Hacksaw has more to play for all of you, and we'll be answering your social questions after the break. Stay tuned.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work, I started to question my own voice.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because of your negative comments online, I've almost quit doing the one thing that makes me happiest in life.
Because you shared something about me that was private, I felt embarrassed.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Because of you sharing your story with me, I feel comfortable sharing my own.
Because you were there when I was coming out, you helped me regain my confidence.
I'm still here today because of you.
And we are back. Don't forget to send your questions for Hacksaw on Twitter at @summit_sessions or in the comment section right here on YouTube Live. This is Hacksaw with her song, You Will Never Be Free. That was Hacksaw with You Will Never Be Free. It is now time for their final song of the night. This is Hacksaw with Jam Session. That was Hacksaw with Jam Sessions. Now let's see what questions you viewers at home have. First question coming in through YouTube. What is your songwriting process like?
Okay. Is this thing on? I mainly just listen to a bunch of genres that I like. A lot of bands I like, listen to albums, I point out and say, hey, I like that style. I'm just gonna play, I kind of play something like that, you know. I don't do any formal like songwriting except, you know, just writing tabs. I don't have like any music theory. I just kind of find inspiration for what I'm listening to, and then I just kind of project that out, you know, in a way.
Awesome, awesome. Do you kind of do like a little jam session of yourself when you're writing a song?
Yeah, that's my favorite way to play actually, because I just do whatever. Like, it's free form. I didn't plan any of that. I just went for it. That's the beauty of it.
Yep.
That's the beauty of it.
Awesome. Next question from Twitter. How far did you have to drive to get here?
3 minutes, because I am a student here. I live on campus.
Awesome.
So not that hard at all. Makes
Yep.
planning a lot easier. I don't have to, you know, come all the way over here. It's nice.
Definitely easier. All right, from YouTube, what is your favorite video game?
Oh man, I got a lot of video games. A tie between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter and Double Dragon and Ninja Gaiden and some Call of Duties and some Battlefields and Tony Hawk. That's just a sample I'm just gonna go over. So yeah, and love me a classic Zelda game too.
All right, what would be your favorite Mortal Kombat?
Oh, 2. Like the second one. I love the second one so much.
I'd have to agree.
Mm-hmm.
From YouTube, pineapple on pizza. Divisive.
No. No. It's just pizza's savory food. You don't put sweet things on a pizza. Would you put marshmallows on a pizza? Would you put jelly beans on a pizza? Unless you're Michelangelo from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I don't think you would. It's a sweet, weird, bitter taste on like a rich, savory tomato base. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's my stance.
That's a big no from her. Well, thank you so much to Hacksaw for joining us on tonight's episode of Summit Sessions Live. I'm going to toss it over to Kylie Shapansky with Music in the Mitten, and right after that, we'll have our second musical act here to perform for you. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Music in the Mitten and More, a segment of Summit Sessions Live devoted entirely to music in Michigan and then some. I'm your host, Kylie Shapansky, bringing you the latest news from music, virtual concerts, and more. Let's hop into it. Britney Spears has reportedly landed a $15 million book deal. Publishing house Simon & Schuster won a bidding war for a tell-all memoir about the superstar's career, life, and relationship with her family. Variety also reported that the news had been confirmed with a source close to Spears. Despite releasing a new album earlier this month, Alt-J revisited their earlier catalog Monday, February 21st, with a performance of their 2012 single Breeze Blocks on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. The performance, Colbert noted, was a celebration of the 10th anniversary of the trio's album, An Awesome Wave. Alt-J recently released The Dream, the group's first studio album since 2017's Relaxer. They announced the record with a video for lead single You Me. In a statement about the track, keyboardist and vocalist Gus Unger Hamilton said, "It's about being at a festival with your best friends, having a good time, togetherness, and the feeling in life that nothing could be any better than it is right now." Florence and the Machine have updated their website and confirmed their forthcoming return. The Florence Welch-led band first teased their comeback yesterday, sending letters and cards to fans marked Chapter 1. A new album from the band would be their first since 2018's High as Hope. In 2020, a new song called Light of Love was shared, and then last year they unveiled a new track called Call Me Cruella, taken from the 2021 Disney movie Cruella. The Weeknd will pair his new album Dawn FM with an immersive musical special, premiering exclusively on Prime Video this Friday. The Weeknd and Dawn FM experience will transform the 2022 LP into a mesmerizing visual, creating a theatrical performance event that will envelop audiences in its unnerving and moody world, Amazon said of the special, which arrives on their streaming service on February 26th. And while we're talking about the big screen, Warner Bros. Pictures has unveiled the first trailer for Elvis. The career-spanning biopic focuses on the king of rock and roll, played by Austin Butler, and his complicated relationship with his manager, Colonel Tom Parker, played by Tom Hanks. That's all the time we have for today for Music in the Mitten and more. I'm your host, Kylie Shapansky, and we will be right back with Summit Sessions Live after a short break.
Let's be real, getting a flu shot
helps you
fight the flu. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Play Eric Amarola's Race Day Mix.
There are 16 million children struggling with hunger in America. This is a serious problem, but one we can solve. Visit feedingamerica.org to help. Together we can solve hunger. Together we're feeding America.
Mom was always very self-sufficient, but we started noticing things were off.
I was forgetting my responsibilities at work.
I told Mom we should visit a doctor.
Alzheimer's. It was hard to hear that.
Early detection gave us time to seek information and support as a family. I've never felt more connected with Mom.
If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
I think it's just vapor and flavors. It won't hurt my kid like cigarettes.
Get your head out of the cloud. Talk to your kid about vaping. Visit talkaboutvaping.org.
I don't want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it.
Families don't have to talk about everything, but they should talk about how to plan for an emergency. Get tips and resources to make your family's emergency plan.
I'm a first-generation Filipino American. You don't always feel you're a part of the country you live in. It's this weird middle space sometimes that you have to live inside of. But when you meet others that are also living in that space, you'll learn to know that it's its own unique space too.
The black truck? Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So, yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Welcome back to episode 3 of season 8 of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and 91.5 The Mountain. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by the best people in town, Moore Media Records. Our second act tonight is One Exit Down, an indie rock band from Detroit, Michigan. Now, it's not too late to send your questions for One Exit Down on Twitter at @summit_sessions or in the comment section right here on the YouTube Live. Our second musical act of the night, One Exit Down, consists of Tyler Conway on the guitar, Jacob Assell on guitar and vocals, Elijah Flood on bass, and Joshua Scott on the drums. They describe themselves as a band that will sweep you off your feet and land you on the moon. They also claim to be the best blend of 80s and 2000s rock as well as emo pop. Let's hear what they got. This is One Exit Down with their song, Luna.
I think I'll turn the lights out when she goes, and then I'll fall asleep and I will dream of you. Space girl, I know you want me to. Jump into reality, my better mind. One where I'm safe in your arms, the one where I might be alright. And she doesn't like me as I am. She's always trying to change me, but she says that she loves me, and that's a lie. She just loves the way she thinks I could be. And she said she hates the things I had to do with my life. She says it's all men crazy and that I'm lazy for not wanting to set or save me. So take me to your spaceship, tell me where you are. Take me really far away from here.
That was One Exit Down with Luna. Up next, their song, Crashing Cars.
Wanna be a superstar, mama. Wanna crash flying cars into the trees across the street. Let the people wallow over me. Over me. Over me. Well, let me sleep, mama. I can feel them staring at me from across the room with their cigarettes. It's all pets and their shadow silhouettes. They're the monsters under my bed. They're the monsters under my bed. I can't sleep at night 'cause they're waiting in my dreams. Corner of the room into the corner of my brain. They're gonna grab my ankles from the sheets and pull me under. Let me float away into the ether. 'Cause I'm depressed, mama, underconfident and maybe dumb, and I'm too self-absorbed, hiding behind a mask of energy and enthusiasm. I've been doing drugs, mama, and would you still love me for being me? And will you still miss me when I disappear? Could I be a rock star, mama? Maybe then it'll go away. I wanna smash expensive guitars. Maybe then I'll be happy. I'll be happy. Whoa.
That was One Exit Down with their song, Crashing Cars. We're going to take a super short break, and then we will be right back. Stick around. Welcome back. I'm here with One Exit Down with a couple of questions to ask. Firstly, how long have you all been making music?
So I started making music when I was 17. I'm almost 23, so that's about, what, 6 years almost?
For me, 22 years.
I started playing when I was 16 and I'm 21 now.
I've been playing guitar since I was like 7 years old.
Okay. How did you guys all meet? How did you guys all come together?
So I met Josh, played on a worship team. I met Elijah at a party in Toledo, And then I met Tyler once I started recording my record at his studio.
Okay. Where's that studio at?
Kego Harbor.
Okay, that's awesome.
It's called Radon Studios. If you need to record an album, trust me, that is like the best place you could possibly go.
All right. Do you guys play any other instruments than the ones you're playing tonight?
So other than guitar, I do play bass and drums. I used to play flute and piccolo. I dabbled with ukulele and piano, but usually it's just guitar and drums.
I goof around on piano and guitar, but I mostly sing and play drums.
I play the guitar, piano, bass, and drums.
Guitar, bass, drums, and clarinet.
Clarinet, love to see it. If you guys could collaborate with any band on the planet, past or future, I'll say, who would it be and why?
I would love to collaborate with the 1975. I just think they like have so many crazy soundscapes, some crazy words. I would just love to like write some songs with them.
Mm-hmm.
King of Pop, Justin Bieber, even got a Patience tattoo. You know.
Can't go wrong.
Oh yeah.
The Backseat Lovers.
All right.
Dance Gavin Dance for me.
Nice. Kind of follow up to that, what would be your guys' musical inspiration?
So for this project, One Exit Down, I have quite the list. So like Journey, Bon Jovi, The Cars, Jimmy Eat World, Fall Out Boy, The Killers, and then modern bands, Remo Drive, The 1975, and Dua Lipa.
Dua Lipa, cool.
Dua Lipa is amazing. Oh my gosh. If you haven't heard that album, you gotta go listen to it.
It is very good.
It is very good. Very good.
I'd have to agree. What would be your guys' dream venue to play at?
Dude, I want to play on the moon.
Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I can tell. What makes you guys
buckled.
kind of go into that space vibe with the moon and everything?
So I didn't have too many plans to like pursue this project, but I got asked to play a show at the Blind Pig, and I thought, what am I gonna do to set myself apart? So I wore a spacesuit on stage, and then I thought, wow, I should do that for every show. And then especially at going to shows afterwards, like around the Detroit area, people would come up to me and say, hey, were you that guy who played a show in the spacesuit? And then now people will message us on Instagram and say, hey, you're the astronaut band, right? So it's taken off.
Yeah, so it's kind of become like a little bit of a niche thing for you guys.
Oh yeah, no one else is wearing spacesuits, and if you're not, don't start. I can only be the only person doing it. Don't take my thunder from me.
Do you guys have any new music coming out anytime soon?
Yeah, so as I said, I started recording an album at Tyler's studio, Radon Studios, and Josh actually drummed on it. Tyler played leads, and that'll be coming out in August. We'll have the first single drop in May. Oh, and we're doing a music video series. We do everything we do. We don't just like, do it a little bit. We go full send, okay? We got a 14-track LP that's gonna drop along with a music video series. It's gonna tell an entire story. It's about a space girl, space aliens, and a rock and roll band. What more can you ask for, really?
Where can listeners find that?
You can find us literally everywhere on streaming platforms except for Pandora. Pandora, if you're watching this, I have no idea what's going on. You need to get your stuff together. Get my music on there. I deserve to be on every single radio for indie pop, indie rock, because let me tell you something.
Just name dropping.
This band is gonna be one of the biggest bands in the world within the next few years. You better get it together. You better get ready.
All right, well, thank you to One Exit Down for answering all of my burning questions. You still have time to send in your social questions on Twitter at @summit_sessions or right here in the comments on the YouTube Live. It's time to take a short break, but we'll be back with more from One Exit Down. back to Summit Sessions Live. Up next is One Exit Down with their song Quarantine Daydream.
I've been thinking about us. I've been thinking about love. Been thinking when we touch that I'm losing my mind. Been thinking when we touch. Been thinking about you. Yeah, like I feel it when we kiss. The big rush of this. COVID sucks, quarantine, daydreams and housebroken fixtures, easy crafts, hobbies and video game lobbies. No food, starvation's looking clearer. I look at you and I wanna be nearer. Stuck inside, we're going still crazy. What is this? I've never felt so lazy. Sun is up, I can't go outside. Looked at you, I can't say I tried. Disoriented and I can't stop sleeping on the floor. TV's on, but somehow I think I want more. Weather's clearing up and I think that my brain is fried. I'm sick of being stuck inside, but with you I'm alright. Quarantine daydreams and nicotine nightmares. I'm getting tired of breathing in the same air. No coming droughts looking clearer. I look at you and I wanna be near. Bring my vacation to the other side of the living room. I can't take it anymore. I might get out. I might get out. I might get out. I think it's all going to end.
That was One Exit Down with their song Quarantine Daydream. Up next is their song Liquid Love.
That's exactly what she said right before she shot up again.
That was Liquid Love by One Exit Down. Up next, for their final performance of the night, Sidewalks. Don't forget to send in your questions to us on Twitter at @summit_sessions or in the comments section below on our YouTube Live. Here's one.
Sidewalks running out again, and I'm running out of friends, and my time is running out, and I'm feeling paper thin. My car is driving off the road, and I'm losing my control. Stars falling from the sky ignite their torches in the night. Ooh, they burn down my home without me inside. The cracked door sidewalk, and now I'm alone. Rockstar behind prison bars. My strings have all worn down and I'm never getting out. Make me rustle with the wind, hard to stand against the trees. I gave them a paper cut and then they locked me up. And they broke it all my bones with me still alive. They snapped my legs and told me to run. Up and smelled gasoline. They came alive from my bad dreams. Crumbled up my paper crown and then they shut my mouth. So I've been waiting in my room with the sharp ass boys in blue. Move their ominous silhouette and then they flick their cigarette. And they burned down my home with her still inside. They snapped my sidewalk and now I just wanna be me. I just wanna be free. I don't wanna be seen. I just wanna sleep. I wanna be gone. Wanna be gone. Wanna be gone. Wanna be gone. I wanna be gone.
That was One Exit Down and their song Sidewalks. Now let's see what questions the viewers at home have. Coming in first from Twitter, what is your favorite planet? Interesting question.
For me, my favorite planet is Mars because it is orange. I am wearing orange.
Gotcha. What about the rest of you guys?
Earth.
Earth?
I
All
live
right.
here. Earth. Because we're here. We're making music.
Go with Pluto.
It's not a planet.
Is Pluto a planet?
Yeah, it's debatable. It's debatable.
I'll take
I
the
don't think it
debate.
is.
All right, next question. How many tattoos do you guys have?
I've got 3 tattoos. I've got a rose on my hand, and I can't show you, but I do have a sunflower on my forearm. I have another rose on my calf over here.
I have none. I have no tattoos. I don't know where I'm supposed to be looking.
I've got just the one. I've got a cute little alien on my ankle, but spacesuit's covering it.
Well, it's fitting that it's an alien at least.
Yeah. I got it for this band.
Oh, dope.
I've got around 15 or 16. I lost count. Just know we're somewhere around there.
All right, I'm still waiting on mine. Next question from YouTube. How often do you guys practice?
So we just do 2 practices before every show. I have everybody show up. I send them the demos. They need chords. I send them chords, whatever they need. And then everyone shows up to the practice already knowing the songs. And typically what we do is we run through all the songs, work out any kinks that are there to make sure everything's good. And then we will run through the whole thing. And then usually we try to do a second practice. Lately that just hasn't been happening. But hey, I mean, I think we sounded pretty tight, so it's been going great.
I'd have to agree. I totally have to agree. Next question from YouTube. Can you do a Bob Dylan impression?
I can, of course, do a Bob Dylan impression. I just got to let you know, he's like one of my favorite musicians. Doesn't influence this, but totally one of my favorites. Some of my friends' favorites, too. Just give me a second to get into character here. Oh, it's me, Bob Dylan! Oh!
I don't think I've ever heard a better Bob Dylan, to be honest with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I watched so many videos to get that right.
Yeah, I can tell. Next question from YouTube. Do any of you guys own a pet?
So I own a purebred poodle named Frank. He is the most adorable thing in the world, and he is totally what I would be like if I was born a dog. And then I have a very poofy, fluffy cat, a black cat named Kato, who runs from anything and everything.
You guys have pets too?
I've got 2 little baby kittens at home named Almond and Tofu.
Nice.
I don't.
I don't have one.
All right, half the band's got pets.
The
From
better
Twitter, if you were
half.
stranded on a desert island with one other person, who would you want it to be and why?
So I would totally pick Josh, because Josh will work with me through any and every situation. He will be super patient with me, and trust me, if you spend a lot of time with me, I can get annoying. I don't know if you've noticed, I kind of like having all eyes on me all of the time.
I would pick Jacob because he's got enough energy to get all the food and stuff and still make dinner for me, and I just sit back and relax.
I'm gonna say Tyler. He'd just entertain me with his guitar playing skills. Maybe
All I'm
teach me a
good
few
for.
things.
I'd say Elijah because we'd be so chill and mellow.
Let's
that
go.
We would just be like, this kind of sucks. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
All right, next question coming in from Twitter. What is the best flavor of ice cream?
It is, of course, Blue Moon, but if you don't like that, Red Mars is also a good flavor.
All right, and I can't have ice cream.
That's pretty sad.
I'm sorry.
So I gave it some thought, and Mud Pie Mojo from Cold Stone, coffee ice cream with fudge and almonds in it. The best.
Mint chocolate chip all the way.
Love mint chocolate chip. Well, that is all
Wait,
the time
wait,
we
there's a
have
question
for today.
for you.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. There's a question that's popping up from One Exit Down YouTube account, and it says, "How'd you get so cute?"
Big thank you to our 2 acts tonight on Summit Sessions Live. Don't forget to keep up with us on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions and on Instagram at @Summit_Sessions Live. Again, thank you to Hacksaw and One Exit Down for their great performances tonight. For Summit Sessions Live, I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we'll see you next time. we're out.